Hey, it's Drew Bentley here with Learn Guitar with Drew. Today we're going to take a look at the classic song Layla by Derick and the Dominos, but we're going to do the piano part, which I think is really fun. But first, thanks so much for checking out the video. Please hit that subscribe button and click the bell for notifications. And also in the comment section down below, you'll find links for my websites and other guitar resources. Okay, so this is kind of really fun to take a song that's originally played on piano and do it on the guitar. I try to do this a lot. This came out of necessity. I was playing a gig with a guy I've been playing with for a long time, doing 2 acoustic guitars, playing a show, and we thought, wouldn't it be cool if we played the piano part at the end of the performance? So we kind of got this in rotation, and it's really an adaptation of the piano part. It's not as involved as the actual piano because we don't have the same range, but I'm doing the best I can with standard tuning. I'm playing hybrid picking fingers together to try to get that plucky sound versus strumming. So let's take a look at how to play this piece of music. The arrangement is extraordinarily long in the real world, and I've written it out here, but as long as we get the parts together, we'll take a look at how this works, and then we can kind of talk about the arrangement too. So the first chord is this C chord in an A form. So that looks like that. Oh, by the way, one more quick thing. You should probably have a working knowledge of the caged system at some point. So we're going to get really deeply into that as we move along through this channel. These are all sort of caged system chords. So even if you don't know the caged system yet, just have fun playing this. It's a lot of fun to do. And we'll kind of look at all the theory behind it as we move along here. So that's a C in an A form. And then it goes to this first inversion of a C. So I'm going Do, Re, Mi. And then it goes to this F chord, which is an F in an A form also. We have a moving line going through the chord, which basically is like, that's an F at 9, that's the root, that's the major 7, that's the 6th, that's the 5th. So it goes, those are stacked fifths. To major 7 to 6th. So we have. So you'll notice that while I'm playing this, I have a little consistent 8th note at the bottom too. The piano player who played this had a lot of stuff going on because they have 2 hands and 10 fingers. So there's kind of a drone of 8th notes under everything. So if I go, kind of gives that sort of that propulsion feel. So that's the first chords. Then we play this B flat chord, which is an E form on the 6th fret, and then it goes. That little riff right there, I did some slides on it to make it sound kind of jazzy. It gives it a little more of a jazzy feel since I'm actually playing the guitar. I think it's cool sometimes to throw some guitar moments into your piano thing. Okay, so we have this chord, then this chord, we have this chord, and then again. The second time I did it, I threw this G in the bass to kind of give it some. It's the 5th of the chord. It gives it some of that piano oompa kind of thing, you know. And then this again. This guy, which is the E form of B flat. So that part happens one long time, which means that the whole form goes through twice. And then there's 2 short times where it's like the form only halfway through. And then we go to the B section. So the walk down of the B section, this guy, we have the C chord again in an A form. This is a G over B. It's a first inversion G chord, so the movement is, so we go. So that's pretty common. And then we're going to play this A minor 7 to D minor 7 to G to C. So there's a moving line here too. talk about that line, there's something called a hemiola that happens. It's a polyrhythm. There's a triplet that's taking the place of 2 beats. So it's sort of feels off a little bit. It's like bum ba 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 bum 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 ba 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 bum bum. A very most common, maybe the most popular hemiola would be. You feel that boom da boo doo da da. It kind of throws you off a little bit. That's a really cool technique when you're writing a melody to throw in a little polyrhythm. It's a triplet over 2 beats. So we have A minor 7, and we have this movement. D minor 7. And then we have. So over the chords, that's the 5th of A. That's like the F note, which is the natural minor 6th. That's a minor 7. I'm sorry. Actually, this is D minor 7. That's the 7. That's a D minor 9. There's G. There's the 6 of G. That's the 7 of G. That's the C sus. C add 9. That's a lot of names there. A minor. Movement here is the makes it A minor 7. This is another first inversion chord. This is D over F sharp to D7 over F sharp. And then we have this G6. It's actually a G6 with a sus, which is kind of unique. It's a G6, G6. So I'll do this slowly. That's beautiful. So then it's going to go into another A section, but this time there's this other riff happening. Okay, so that's the piano's doubling an acoustic guitar there. Basically, that's a C chord. So what I'm doing is I'm playing the cage system again, this A form, but I'm taking this guy, moving up to here. So instead of playing the bar, I'm doing this guy like this. That way it enables me to go and take that note off. So it's the C, that's the add 9, that's the root. So it's like the 3rd, the add 9 root. Then the F chord does the same kind of riff. It's like the E's there, so it's like that's the 5th of F. The 4th of F, I'm sorry. 5th to the 6th to the major 7. So it's like so that note, I'm just kind of taking my finger off and grabbing that high E string. I could do it in a different inversion. I like it that way. So now we're throwing that into the mix now. So there's 2 short A sections with that riff being thrown in. That's the only other surprise there is in the entire arrangement. Everything else kind of remains the same. Then there's another long B section, which is the kind of the pretty part, another long A section, and then there's 5 long A sections where it fades out at the end of the piece. So let's go back over these again. Okay, so hopefully that was a lot of fun. Layla on piano. Absolutely love doing guitar songs on piano, or trying to. Okay, thank you so much for checking out the video. I look forward to our next experience together. Please leave comments in the comment section down below if you have something you'd like to for me to cover on the channel, any questions or things like that. Okay, well, thank you so much. I can't wait to see you at the next lesson.